What's going on, everyone? Harold here, Figuremania Show. Hope you guys are doing well wherever you are in the world. In today's video, I'm giving you guys a look at the brand new Hiya Toys Exquisite Basic Godzilla x Kong, the new Empire Godzilla Rre-Evolved. Now, before I go any further, I want to give a special shout out and thank you to Hiya Toys and GxK Toys. GxK Toys is actually is the company that sent this particular copy out to me, so thank you very much for that. For you customers that are new that have not picked up on Hiya Toys products, if you guys are looking to get in on the action, you guys can go to GxKtoy.com. This figure is in stock right now, so you can use my promo code Figuremania-kowkis to get 6% off. And GxK delivers worldwide and very fast shipping to most places. Now let's continue with the review. I want to give you guys a quick look at the box art before we continue on with the figure. And this is my favorite box art so far, I think. It's really nice looking. Pretty standard for Hiya Toys, but I really like the coloration and all that and things. And looks really cool. Now let's look at the figure itself. I want to first give you a closer look at the details of this figure in terms of the sculpt, and this is everything that we've come to expect from Hiya Toys at this point. The sculpt is immaculate, it looks beautiful. I mean, everything is there, it's on point, very well detailed. It's very screen accurate in my opinion, probably the most screen accurate articulated legendary Godzilla figure that has been put out in the market, and that's by Hiya Toys, and this one here is no exception. So you can clearly see it's just absolutely beautiful. Giving you guys a look at the bottom portion of the figure so you guys can see for yourself that the details are immaculate throughout the figure. Very beautiful, as you can see, and nothing seems to be out of place. It looks all very good. Let's go straight into the comparisons with the other figures. Now, looking at these figures, like, they all look great, but you know, if you back up a little bit, okay, and to see how they look on your shelf, you know, from a distance they look identical, okay, but if you go in closer and you start being a little bit more nitpicky, then you guys can see that there are subtle differences between each figure. So this one here is the 2019 and this one here is the 2021, and of course this one here is the brand new one. Now, for me personally, having this figure in hand, this is my new favorite. For me, I feel that this figure is the middle ground, or the perfect amalgamation between the 2019 and the 2021. So they took the best things about the coloration of this figure and each figure, and they made it into this figure here. So I know a lot of people complained about like the earthy dry brushing and the cracks and things like that, and for other people they thought that this one was just a little bit too dark. This figure right here, he's painted a little bit lighter than this one, but the way that they've painted him and things, they've paid more attention to the details in the face, which you can see more of his facial features, and especially the eyes. I'm going to zoom in closer on the eyes so I can give you guys a closer look. Now here's a close-up of the figure. Now, I know that my friend Kaiju Canuck doesn't like to eye beep his figures, but for me, I am an artist and I do toy photography for my figures. Close-ups are important for my hobby, so you'll forgive me for that, my friend, okay? But as you can see, look at, I personally think these are the best painted eyes ever for any articulated Godzilla figure. Look at those eyes. They are done so well. Very, very nice. I really like it. You can finally see the eye pupils and things. It just looks really good. So let me bring out the 2019 and let's do a side-by-side comparison. Here's a comparison with the 2019 figure. So you can see that the eye is more visible on the 2024 figure. And I also like the paint app that they used in the mouth. So I think this is better. For me personally, I like a little darker flesh tone that they've used for this figure. And here's a side-by-side comparison with the 2021 second version. So you can see that the paint app that's used on the 2021 version is just a little darker, and you can clearly see the eyes better on the 2024 version. So are there any real differences between these figures? In terms of the sculpt, I haven't noticed anything different about the sculpt. They are identical. The only real differences are the paint app between each figure, as you can see. What the most apparent change is, the paint apps in the eyes and in the mouth. And in the body. So like for you guys, as I pointed out earlier, I feel that these two figures are a perfect amalgamation of this figure right here. So it took the best parts of each, and then they made it this figure. And I definitely think that the eye decals on this brand new figure is the best. As I mentioned, in terms of the sculpt, I don't see any differences between the figures that I have displayed for you here. And there are just minor differences between the paint apps between each figures. But however, there is something that I would like to report, and I would like other reviewers to pay attention to. So I will be speaking to my friend Shin Robjira and other reviewers on this, on the one I'm about to comment on. Now, in the past, when unboxing Hiya Toys figures, I've always found them to be quite stiff out of the box. I normally have to use a hair dryer to loosen up the figure. However, with this figure right here, I found being able to pose them and just move his arms and his legs to be a little bit more smoother for me, and especially the tail. So like right out of the box, I was able to really push the tail to the limit here. So as you can see, I can get his tail to bend that much like that. Okay, so you're really not able to, you haven't been able to do that out of the box with the other figures. Now, I don't know if this is an intentional design tweak on Hiya's part. Okay, it could be just the weather here in Taiwan. So for those of you who don't know, I am in Taiwan, and the weather here is quite warm now. So like I left this figure, the figure in the box overnight in my room, and like overnight, like this room where I am does get a little bit warm. So I don't know if that has any factor in it. I was thinking that maybe that the plastic that they're using for this figure might be they might be using a more flexible plastic, just like the Kong 2017 figure, but I don't notice that it's using like the same type of flexible plastic. It appears to be the same. So I would like other reviewers to pay attention to this, whether this is something that's just on my figure, or if you guys experience that yourselves with your figures as well. So I don't know. I really don't know what to say. I don't want to say that this is an intentional design tweak on Hiya's part. We'll just have to wait and see what everybody else says. I just want to demonstrate a pose that you can do with this Godzilla. Even though it doesn't have the same articulation range as the SH Monster Arts figures, you can still get pretty good posing out of the Hiya Toys Godzilla, as you can see here. So this is very, very nice. I can't wait to do toy photography doing this kind of posing. And I did it before, but I feel that I can do it better. So here you go. And in case you guys want to get a little bit silly with your figures, you can of course do a superhero landing pose. For my final thoughts, I think this is a solid figure to own. Now, your mileage may vary for some of you. Okay, so if you guys are brand new to Hiya Toys and if you guys are looking to pick up you know, a Godzilla figure to have in your collection, then I would say go for this one here because it's the best between the two over here from the previous releases. Now, for you collectors that you know, have been collecting from the beginning, some of you have expressed that you guys are a little bit weary of the paint variants. I mean, that's really up to you. For me, I like all the variants and things, so I like diversifying my collection. And I use each figure for toy photography depending on the circumstances of the photo. All right, so that's it for now, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay to the end for my photo gallery and the behind the scenes of my toy photography. Thank you very much, and I will check you guys in the next video. Take care.